welcome to new gameplay from me. It's a completely new game called Enderal, based on the Skyrim engine and obviously the game as well. Yeah, I just downloaded it from the community market, and yeah, let's have a look at it. I didn't play it yet, and I'm optimistic. Okay, let's see. First, this is your journal. Here you can view your quest and statistic. Okay, blah blah blah. Let's go to the settings first, into the audio. Put the master audio, the effects, music, voice, and footsteps. Actually, this and this. Okay, perfect. Okay, the display. That's okay. Where can we display? I'm searching for the graphics, but I don't see it, man. Save on travel, okay. Okay, mod configuration. Enderal. Okay, open the hero menu, meditation, call mount, okay, Sky UI, that's okay. Okay, then we're gonna check the general stats. Okay. Quest, no active quest yet. Okay, and where am I? I have to talk with Daddy, he wants to tell me something important. Okay, where is Daddy? Is Daddy here in here? With some... Where are we? Okay, let's just follow the path. Oh. There's a horse. And a burnt down house. Meat is life. Even the Ash people who were populating this world before us knew that. Each time they killed an enemy in a battle, they tore out the liver and heart of the fallen and ate them together with their family. By doing so, just as everyone knows, the strength of the beaten enemy is passed on. But as we are living in a time in which eating fellows is nonsensically seen as barbaric, we, the friends of the bloody meat, have to settle for animal sources. Okay, let's take this with us. There's a little wooden horse with a beautiful pattern on it. The game looks so good. Holy shit. Good graphics. Can we run? Ah yeah. It's just like Skyrim. There's an elk. What's that right here? There's some mushrooms right here. Oh Lord, oh Maker, I can hear you calling. I feel your love. I know about your sacrifice. Without you, I'm nothing. A twig on the currents of time. A sheep without shepherd. Free me from my vices and forgive me my trespasses. Forgive too my wife and my child. Deliver me from my pains and bless us with your everlasting mercy. That's some deep shit, man. Also, if you would like to play that, I think you need Skyrim installed. Also, obviously you have to buy Skyrim. And this game, like Enderal, is completely free. It didn't cost me anything. Okay, I guess that's our daddy. Well,
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go?
that
Did you
face-
find it?
Did I find what?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just mommy, sister, you and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
Did I find what?
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places.
Why is there
Did
blood
you ever
on
think
the
of that?
stump there?
Oh,
Like-
well, who knows? Say, why don't you
What the
go
heck?
inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Why is there blood on it? Do I have... There's some clothes right there. Oh. Can take a knife. I'm gonna take some of the vegetables. What the heck? We have some meat right here. Let's take that garlic. Daddy's savory meat pies. 2 pounds of minced meat, 1 jar of flour, a handful of bruised garlic, a handful of ground whisper wheat, half a jar of meat broth, a pinch of sugar. Haha, now I have the secret recipe. Oh yes, let's take wine. What the heck? Take shoes. Can I equip those? Yes, I can. Yep. Hello. Oh wow, he's
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we? What? Now would you look at that? I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey,
the
no
heck?
use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
what the heck?
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry. Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your
Us?
stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining?
So he's dead too?
You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less
Why is it so
pious.
loud?
Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened.
What's happening?
And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget! Now enough of this useless chatter! I'm bloody starving! Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat! Bring it to me! Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat! 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 Bring me a nice crisp piece of meat!
Yeah, nice day in summer. Alright.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthiel. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, a clockwork. Having long stood still, its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
You wanna wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Is it serious, Black?
Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Enderal in our own starship and... well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
Blame myself? What makes you think that? I don't know, maybe, but even if I do, what difference does it make? Nonsense, those bastards from the temple killed them, not me, I know that.
As determined as ever. I guess you're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing.
Oh, it's Enderal.
Only this whole
it's
blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
It's not our fault that the ship is so poorly guarded and we couldn't have afforded the passage fee anyway. Me too, but we're going to pay our debt as soon as we earned some money over there.
We're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Enderalians are easier on Outlanders than the Neremes are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Ah, okay. We have 4 races apparently. Okay, native the swampy continent Arenath. The destruction of the land caused by decades of war forced many to escape the other countries. Various destinies awaited them. Some pursued and disregarded them because of their innate magish talent. Some revert them for it. Many and their life as traveling minstrels. Start with a bonus for what the heck? Let's see. I like them. They're often deemed as heretical and immoral, especially on religious continents like Enderal. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that one. Okay, do we make a woman or a... I'll stick with a woman, honestly. Okay, skin color. So yeah, let's make her normal, I think. Okay, complexion. What the heck? Nope. Let's stick with that. Some dirt, nah. Dirt colors, tattoos. Honestly, I want to stick with that over the eye, like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, face, nose type. Okay. Nose length. To have jaw wide. Let's make it like that. The nose color. Okay. I want to stick with that eye shape. No. What the hell? Oh, that looks pretty. Eye color. Yes, let's. Eyeline color. Eyeshadow. I don't like eyeshadow. Eye tint. Nope. Okay, I want to change the eyebrows because they look very skeptical. Can see that good. Okay, that's better. What the? Let's have the nose a bit longer, because she looks like Lord Voldemort. Okay, better. Okay, let's stick with that. Mouth. Yeah, let's stick with that. That's good. The lip color. Okay, and the hair. I don't want her to be a bold. Actually, the bold. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, name. How can I change the name? Actually, yeah, let's make that. Name me. Finish and name your character. Yeah. Let's name her. What should we name her? Honestly, the name. Area. We're gonna stick with area.
Right, I remember. She fled from that civil war the Black Crescent caused, didn't she? Ironic, isn't it? Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that? Shit! Someone's coming!
Women nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell ya, sometimes I long for the good old days. Back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway, enough of the chit-chat. Now where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
I'm quiet.
Ah, here we go. My, smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Small, with the crest of the Blue Island Coalition on it, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the captain wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That's not good.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old guy, I'll take the young one. Go!
What? Can't even move.
Wait. Someone's dead.
Throw him to the face!
Come on, bitch.
Come on, dodge! You can do it!
Well done, going for me now.
Alright then.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now? Yes, of course. That makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on. Help me search. There must be a rope or something. And I thought we were over the hump when we made...
Okay.
board.
Let's put our...
It just can't ever be easy, can it?
Ah.
War of lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
What the... Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my
Okay.
identity is irrelevant. As are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. and I believe you. But sadly, it's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No! What are you doing? Please! Please don't leave! We just wanted to...
What the heck just happened? What the heck?
After we had left Ostian, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic. Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us. The war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you.
He's gonna pull the sword
You
out.
wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking. But let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship.
Uh-oh.
Pull him up, Ruger.
But Captain, they...
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
Well, what is he doing?
You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie her and her comrade together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
Wow.
Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never...
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, Tina.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm doing.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But then again,
This just isn't happening.
What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
Hmm. What the heck is that? Allows you to perceive enemies of a great distance or through walls. Okay. Melee damage and armor skills. I actually think. What was that? It looks beautiful. Holy shit. Increases damage and power of your blows and shield bashes, but also the okay. Yeah, I know I can leave the world, but I want to. Wait, how do I leave it again? Need to meditate? Ah, okay. Apparently I survived. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we do have a knife now. I guess that's the right direction. There's blood everywhere. Like, should I go in there and there? There's another skeleton. Iron sword. Let's take that instead. Whoa, what? Pit rats. Nails. Let's take them. Let's go into the temple. Raised one-handed by one. Oh god. Going this way first. Actually, I want to go. Want to go that way. Okay, stop. Okay. Okay, well, not, but okay, it's okay. I'm not going there again. Do I still have my clothes? Let's see. Let's take this. Go that way now. Okay. Do not have enough learning points. Well, okay. Oh man. Like, should I go down there or? Ah, yeah. Put the torch away. What the heck? Let's just run. That guy was strong. Fine. pumpkins. First, let's check out the hero menu. Okay. Okay. Is he following me? No. Okay, let's see. Can we learn something? Okay, but how do I level up? Level. No, I can't level up right now. Okay. With a iron sword, it's 4 damage. Okay, no, that's good. Look, come on, come here, man. Oh, he's dead. That scared the shit out of me. Wait, let's see what he did there. We have another one incoming? Nope. Ah, perfect. Okay. That's scared me so much. Sun Coast, let's go back. Is it a wolf or... Oh. Oh, come on! Why though? Maybe thought like it was his dog. Can't even trust a good old doggy. Actually, let's take a bow for that. They can't. Oh, okay, apparently they can. Or not. there's the last one. Okay, you've risen to level 2. You receive 5 learning points, 4 crafting points, and 1 memory point. Let's go for health. Can I get my arrows back, please? Take old arrow. Take old arrow. Friendly, I can grab this. What is that? Don't want to take the skull, but we do have some learning points now. Also, we can like take this. Heals you. Okay. Please. That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, there are crabs right here. Are they taking more than one shot? Really taking really more than a bush. Oh, I saw a fish. Oh, don't swim away. Oh. They actually don't give me stuff. And for iron pot. What's that sound? Fields. What's that? A corpse. Oh. I want that. It's better than mine. Yeah, it is. There's a house. And I catch a firefly. And there's a chest right here. Mana. Oh, who's that? Hello.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my dame?
My dame?
Who am I? Findelires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on her way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn! How do you know that this girl isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with her as if we were in the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
Whoa, why so hostile?
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes... well, whatever. There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple. Yeah, why not? Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
That's good. Buy or sell any item by selecting it and pressing E. Okay. Okay, that's Finn. Okay, we have some things to sell. But we don't need that, we don't need that, that and that. And we don't need that. Okay. Let's see. What's our must? Lances your arcane feather. Ah, we have feather, okay. What he's got, let's see. He's got a knife. Morning 8. Revives 6 stamina for 4 seconds.
Well, what can I tell you? This, and, well, that's pretty much it. To an adventurer. It was once an old trading post, but now it's... By the Black Guardian, you really are an outlander, aren't you? My path is... well, it's just me path. My role designated to me by Malthus. A kind of calling, if you will. Not exactly. Malthus designates our place in society. Generally the same one our fathers and forefathers occupied. I walk the path of the erudites. And there's also the manufacturers, the sublimes, and, of course, the pathless. Within these roles we are free to choose a profession, but certain vocations that are available to an erudite are not permitted to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is? In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realized that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance. I am interested in living the righteous path and to contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
That's some deep shit.
And over here, there's a rumor that the Golden Queen has a weakness for men in gowns. Seriously, be careful with that kind of gossip. I know you don't mean any harm, but there are a few who might consider it heresy. Maybe, but if I look at other countries, even within the civilized world, it's hard to find a... who knows? Maybe you caught some... Us. You should stop by one day if you're in the area. Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed.
Don't get on my nerves.
Do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no. By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself. Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Take a seat at the fire.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you. Gruntrudes, Gruntrudes. Ah, here we go.
Give it to me. I'm dying. Please.
So, let's see. Sheer cup. Some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises,
Shit.
but...
Finn! The still!
Explosion. Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no!
What just happened?
Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, see? You already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will... What? You mean the still? Bad quality, and too much heat, I'd wager. But, yeah, whatever will be, will be. Explosion? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that?
I don't know.
I could have sworn I saw something moving over there.
Oh no.
Oh shit!
What?
What the? Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do something!
What the hell?
Now look at that. Our mysterious survivor has awoken. Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are at my very own campsite. Before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into the thicket. Most of your injuries are only superficial, but your fever, well, that's a different story. Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from Arcanist's fever. Honestly, I'm surprised the old apothecarius didn't see that. Let me guess, you're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? You're unusually strong, you have reflexes like a cat, and drinking potions or any kind of magically infused substance leaves a bitter afterglow in your head.
Yes.
Well then, congratulations. Your magical talent just blossomed. A bit late, given your age, but it happens. Put simply, the fever is a result of your body not being able to cope with it. It's not much of a problem for now, but if you don't let an Arcanist treat you sometime soon, things are going to get grim. Contain it. not cure it. From here on out, you're always going to be a little more sensitive than someone without magical gifts. But that's tolerable compared to what your magic will allow you to do.
Okay.
Prone to certain conditions. As I said, your fever will get worse if you drink healing potions. But you'll also be a lot more susceptible to nightmares and those kinds of things. Also, you should be very cautious of areas with magical contamination, such as Thalgard in the east.
Okay.
At first, diffuse headaches, general unease. Later on, your eyesight will blur, your limbs will grow weak, and you'll get a maddening itch all over your body. If you leave it untreated for too long, you'll either die or turn into an Orbaya.
Orbaya?
Yes, it can kill you. Everything has its price, as the wise hermit likes to say. And an Orbaya is basically a giant undead version of yourself with tumors and pus all over your body. Just never let the fever get too bad. Well, there's ambrosia, but for an uncontained fever, it'll only postpone the symptoms. Later, you can drink it whenever the fever gets worse. The stuff looks and tastes like undead sweat, and is bloody expensive, but it's the only thing that really helps. You have visions?
For lack of a better word, yes. Ever since I've had this fever, I get strange premonitions of things which are about to happen. And are they also something?
Not that I know of. The only visions I've ever had are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? As I said, someone needs to contain your fever as soon as possible. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. What did you do in that temple? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. Well, then, the stage is yours.
Okay. The stage is mine.
I see. My condolences for your loss. So, let me summarize. You somehow survived getting thrown into the open sea, and while you were half dead, had this dream in which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light?
Yes. But it wasn't just a dream, it was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was the same as the one in the valley.
Huh. And you also said that your magic didn't develop gradually, as it usually does, but all at once, right?
Right after I washed up on the shore, yes, together with those visions.
Well, that's quite the story. I guess you know how absurd it sounds, but for some reason, I believe you. I've met a lot of liars in my life, and you aren't
Shut
one.
up, Wolf.
All right, it's settled then. I'll introduce you to my employer and ask him to treat you. Before we leave, however, there's something else I need to take care of, and I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can arc. Walls high as towers of... You're going to see it soon.
Okay,
Splendid. You'll need some information
splendid.
before you can help me, though. I take it the fact that Vin has seen better times hasn't eluded your attention, has it? For the last 2 years, there have been wars and unrest everywhere. And even though in Enderal there's officially peace, there are peculiar things happening here, too. Normally docile animals and patirs attacking wanderers in the open. The dead awakening in hordes. It's unsettling, to say the least.
well, oh, I'm standing.
The strangest thing, however, is the red madness.
Red madness.
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their mind. Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smith in Ark who butchered his entire family.
Holy
He was
shit.
drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like "fear the light" while he was doing it. Or a young woman of noble path who set her own house on fire while her family was asleep. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen incidents in a very short period of time. The fact that the afflicted's eyes glow red while they go rampant has made people call the disease the red madness.
Oh,
Thing
wow.
is, some weeks ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from the Holy Order itself.
Magister?
A teacher who instructs the novices aspiring to become keepers. His name was Yarrow, a man with more than 60 winters on his back. Well, according to the sole survivor, he entered the teaching room that day as usual, but instead of giving his lecture on alchemy, he gave a strange kind of speech where he kept going on about how mankind is corrupted and that it has succumbed to the void. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and blew himself up in a magical explosion. I'm not one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. My specialty is recovering lost things. Treasures,
Yeah,
tomes,
like Lara Croft.
memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do just that. They want to know how a man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And thus, if there's something like a pattern to this malady. Doesn't matter. Yarrow grew up in a small... What I want your help with is finding clues as to why he... Great! First, secondly, I myself will... Ah, and here. So, just meet me at the farm when you're done.
Okay. If a quest are they indicate. Okay. So, I would save at this point. And now, thank you for watching. I hope you liked that episode. And if you liked my content, I would glad if you subscribe to my channel. And we can grab that pumpkin. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Bye.